Art Zielinski was dead, but there were a few loose ends we needed to tie up before we could consider this situation resolved.
¿Estás loco?
Voy a patearte el culo.
Yes. Let him
Solo
do
quiero
this.
ser yo mismo.
Bueno, calma.
Es verdad.
It had been about 20 hours since we had kidnapped Zielinski, and soon people were going to start wondering where he was. We needed to make Zielinski disappear. My father, Donaldo, was now officially involved in the Zielinski situation, mainly because any attack on a made man in our family always got his full attention.
Let's shoot me up.
For this town. Bummer.
Now that Donaldo was involved, things were picking up pace. His new Angeles contacts were taking care of the body and cleaning up the crime scene. We had Zielinski's right-hand man meeting us on the golf course at 11:20 p.m, possibly leading us to $500,000. But if there was one thing that could ruin all of this, it was Zielinski's white super diamond, which was looking more and more suspicious each hour, sitting there in the golf course car park. We had the keys to the car, but I had messaged the golf course earlier on Zielinski's phone, saying that I, as in Zielinski, would be picking up the car in person in the late evening, and we had to assume that the security guard knew what Zielinski looked like. Larry managed to get the car out of there and safely stored in one of our garages. It was a big success, and it kind of reset the clock on any suspicion the golf course might have had about Zielinski's whereabouts. This made it possible for us to risk returning there for the meeting I had organised with Saul Rogers. It was a huge score, just under $500,000 in untraceable US currency. I guess Zielinski was telling the truth. Zielinski and his crew were dead. There would not be much left for the Gagliano family to investigate if they came to Andrea City. Mike Costa had made a name for himself that night. He had earned Gio's respect, and proved Donaldo's trust was well founded. A few hours later, myself, XP, Dario Caruso and Tony Scaletta made our move on Zielinski's imports. We loaded up with as much top-shelf liquor as we could take. The firefighters would soon arrive, followed by the ambulance and the police. It would not be long before they would discover that Zielinski was importing more than just rope and chain. A warrant would go out for his arrest. They would try to track him down. With no crime scene and hopefully no witnesses, they would have to chalk him up as a missing person. Both the police and the Gaglianos would think that Zielinski went into hiding. At least, that's what we hoped.